of things.
We're ready to go anytime.
You don't need to. I already am aware. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1,
Do we
2,
need to get
1,
on roll
2.
20?
Yes?
If I call for a roll, then yes.
I know there is the theater of the mind, but you kind of need that to do still some rolls.
Yes. Exactly. You need people on the roll 20 to make their rolls. I'm not going to make rolls for people anymore. You're not on
Well,
roll 20.
I was
you just failed.
meaning
You just
that,
failed.
I was meaning that some people, like, on first session kind of does an introduction and tries to, like, tell a little bit about the world and setting
Fuck no.
beforehand.
No. That involves effort. Fuck you, fuck all of you. That requires me expending more energy than I want to right now. So clearly we're going to do this in the most nonsensical way possible. Start in media res without any foreknowledge about what the setting is and why you're here, and then backtrace to figure out why you're all here in the first place. Of course it's going to involve fucking explaining what's going on, Dark, but you still need to be on the goddamn roll 20 in case I call for a roll or once
I'm on the fucking roll 20. Shut your ass.
You just now got into the roll 20.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, welcome back.
Hope you got plenty of water, because few people are salty.
I think you caused a bit of it.
Unintentionally, I might add.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but all I've got is olive juice.
Call it olive oil.
Horchata.
No, I mean the brine solution that you pickle olives in.
Okay, that's technically a brining solution. Anyways, so let's see. I'm pretty sure all of you chose. Yeah, I think all of you. Yeah. Yes. Some of you have some money on you. Most of you are broke, or you don't have access to your money.
I have 10 gold thanks to a belt pouch.
I got 5.
That will soon be blown on alcohol.
Unless I find a nice risky investment that will probably not pay off.
Macy might have had more, but somebody conned it out of her.
Yep. Now, I want everybody to go down the list. We're going to go alphabetically. So, yep, alphabetically. So, introduce your character and then yourself. So, alphabetically is Anlin.
Alright. I'm Anlin Perkin. I'm currently here in Holdfast as suggested to come here from my former husband. I'm a half-elf cleric, and yeah, she lifts up a bar of leg. You see like a white snake tattoo going up the leg. I worship. What the fuck is there? What is it on this page? Bryn.
Anlin Perkin?
Yep. I worship Bryn, and I do enjoy the night and winter. Also, don't touch any drink I have, because I might just snap back your hand.
Any what?
Any drink in my hand, or I might just snap your hand.
Well, we're introducing our character and ourselves.
No, you're just introducing your character and yourself, yes. This is not in character. Here, this is about...
Okay.
Like, it's association.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone recognize.
Sorry. But anyway, I have my character playing as Anlin Perkin. She's a half-elf cleric.
No.
I've always done the first in person. I've never done out of character. Well, we're off to a great start. Introductions 101. I think I might need to retake this class.
We were establishing who everybody is, so you can associate voice with character, etc.,
Yep.
or at least with username.
Alrighty.
Agree with Antman, Dark with Damon.
Yep.
For some reason, Dark names his character Damon, which will be
Because all my characters are Damon.
Oh god, an army of Matt Damons.
Yep.
Nah, I have Damon from the creature Damon, which is one of my favorite creatures in D&D.
Dark, it's your turn. You're next.
Oh.
Damon beats out Ursi. D goes before E.
Alright, Damon Flame. I am a sorcerer with the Draconic bloodline. Well, first to have the Draconic bloodline in my family. I am of noble blood, and I am here in Holdfast because my father told me to come here for diplomatic reasons.
Yep. So that's why he's here. And now we go to Irisi Ninkin.
Alright, I'm Nicken, and my character is Ercy Lockhart. She is a human fighter. She's a human fighter, and she came to Holdfast for reasons. The main reason,
You have no idea.
money.
That's always a good reason.
I mean, with our line of work, that's always the reason.
Anything else you want to add?
She kind of looks the most anime out of the group.
I think everyone and their moms noticed.
Then we have Evelyn Eventhal, who is played by Jib.
Who is not here, so moving on.
Yes, you don't need to. I was noting it. And then Gronk, who's played by Book, who's also not here right now. Then we're at Jinsant.
Who is me? The guy who stuck his foot in his mouth.
And is currently giving Diplo headaches.
Anyways. Hello, I'm Not Your Guy V2. Don't ask about the V2 part because it's a long, frustrating, and very confusing story. Anyway, my character is Jensen, no last name.
Michael, did you already give the dog sexy chest?
Anyway. What was I gonna say? Reason for him being in Holdfast? He and his clan live there, actually. Let's see. What else? Reason he would go on an adventure? Well, the reason would be so that he would actually gain his last name. See, kind of a family tradition for, as of yet mature people to go out and make themselves made, so to speak. That would be his main reason for going on the journey. I think that's it. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this stuff.
Yep. And now we're on to our last person.
Micey. Mizey. Uh,
That's you.
Oh my god, so I was muted for that. God damn it.
wah, wah, wah.
Right, you bastards. My character's name is Maisie. They're a drunken asshole from Holdfast with an extensive military career. And I'm trying to maintain this without laughing. Anyways, they're probably the oldest character in the group at the moment. And
I'd ask the age, but pretty sure that's not allowed.
they are 47.
Yep, older than me.
And they have an extensive military career. Their family, she comes from a well enough to-do family, but her rise through the ranks in the military has actually given them a better standing amongst the nobles or nobility. However, given her penchant for the sauce, she is currently not very welcome in Holdfast.
She drinks too much.
Her alignment is drunken asshole.
So true neutral.
Yay! I don't have a drinking problem. You have a drinking problem.
I can quit anytime I want.
Yes.
Yeah, I
just
like
don't feel
that.
like
That.
I just don't feel like it.
You want to fight?
Yeah. So now that that's been established, you all don't necessarily know each other, but you have some brief acquaintance with different individuals in the group. Not necessarily full on knowledge of each other, but you'd probably recognize each other's face from that incident. Probably. Maybe. Those of you with an actual wisdom score.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was too drunk to remember.
I'm back. Did I
But
miss
the
anything?
But the most important thing is this. As all of you are horribly, horribly inept with money, and you're in Holdfast, the lovely nation of Holdfast, with the 12 great clans and the 50 minor clans, money is no concern because people are always looking for business opportunities. Because the clans are always slightly infighting. And new clans are always trying to rise up to fill up and make more lesser clans. Yeah. You know? Which is where we get to what is currently going on with the group of you needing money, having markers, and people calling them in or hiring you for other means has led all of you to a facility, a lovely, lovely dwarven bathhouse, to speak with a man about employment.
The fuck? Okay, I missed something because my sister kind of forced me out to give the animals food. I think I missed something here.
Yeah, it's
No,
just character introductions.
Yep. Now, what be the reason you came here is, of course, either A, money or other complications, because it's a job that you've been directed to. As simple as that.
Because reasons that the GM won't disclose.
No, I literally said money.
That
Look, that's how a lot of
would
adventures
be
start.
a very
Most of you take the broke thing. Those of you that aren't broke either are here as a visitor and thus, need to ingratiate yourselves. So when some dwarf noble of a dwarf house calls you to the bathhouse for a job, you go, yeah, okay, that's dark. For you,
Yeah.
you're fucking being paid, Nacho. I don't need to say anything fucking more. Spriggs also needs to re-ingratiate themselves with the nobles and nobility. Also, their family's always disapproving of some of their life choices, so they have to deal with that.
I am not drunk enough to deal with this.
And then the other three are all in it for money because pay is good, and that's why you're currently
Money
all
and or
steady.
information.
Yep, and I'll be right back.
And so, is there any questions about what you missed, or character introductions more or less summarize the whole thing for you?
Okay, so that's all I missed.
Yeah,
Macy's character.
yeah, you just missed
Huh?
Nacho, Books, and Sprig's character.
What'd you say?
I'm saying, okay. So all I missed was Jensen's introduction and Macy's introduction.
Maisie.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a beast hide shifter. From Holdfast, and she's got an extensive military career. Right now, she's not very welcome in Holdfast, considering an incident that happened recently. And she's kind of at odds with her family over their disagreement with some of her life choices.
Technically, it's parts of Holdfast, i.e., the clan that you were directly involved in combat with. They don't like you. Yeah. So, for reference, to discussing Holdfast and the political geoscape, Holdfast has the 12 great clans and the 50 minor clans. They occasionally have added more minor clans. No, these get into the complications of what defines the minor clans, and only 50 of them get votes for the discussion of moving forward with adding new clans, etc. It's the 50 clans that have made the most money in a given year are given the right to be ones with votes. And then the 12 great clans are the ones that have ancient pedigree, etc., etc., which means you have to both be from some of the original founders and be making a shit ton of money. Thus, things happen. The dwarves will shift out a major one, but that takes time. And getting to that, there are two tiers of pull. When the dwarves go to war, only the great clans vote on that. So, if Holdfast is going to war, only the 12 great clans vote on that. The lesser 50 clans don't get a choice, but they can, of course, squabble amongst themselves freely. Which leads to the thing of Holdfast is not constantly at war, thankfully, but constantly has light skirmishes between various clans to, damage each other's profit factors or otherwise cause each other grief simply for the sake of stopping them. It's a very squabbly, bickering place. Most of the time it's friendly, but sometimes it gets, a bit more heated, violent, and contentious. Some families are known to keep grudges. This is important. As that's a general note about Holdfast. Anyways, as you guys are all led into the Bethesda, you are met by a rather well-dressed dwarf who is wearing a just some standard clothing, nothing too extraordinary. It's noble clothing, so it's good pressed cloth linens, but it's not extraordinary. The most extraordinary thing about it is the fact that it's pressed white. Thus, it's clean and white, and he walks with a cane as he approaches all of you. His hair is a rusty red. Uh, his beard is the same and has been clean shaved to have a nice thin beard that peaks at the front in a slight goatee. Uh, Wild eyes. He's got a ruddy, darker complexion of a man that's worked a lot. And his eyes dart as he looks at all of you, scanning each of you with these piercing green eyes as he smokes upon a very large Sunder based cigar based on the smell from it. For those of you from Arcadia would recognize that at least. Others would just know that it's definitely not a holdfast cigar because it's definitely got some odd scents that are not found here. So, a few of you would recognize that it's very cost prohibitive as he chuckles. Right. So you're the lot they brought in for me.
Quite a bunch of cigar you got there.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Suitor, right?
Of course. I get a skull family.
It's a pleasure to be in your company.
There's a cricket.
Slade,
At the
my
house.
boy.
It's in the hallway, close to the food bowl for the animals.
Your father's an interesting sort. It's good to have you coming here to assist me in these trying diplomatic times.
The Flame family is always here to help our allies.
Good. I like to hear that. Right then, I'll be quick and down to the brass tacks as he taps his cane on the stone floor. The simple fact is, I have a job. The Blackbriars family have been having some issues with our most noteworthy rivals.
Out of character. Sorry, quick question. Out of character, would we know who the rivals are or no?
Only those from Holdfast would actually
Okay.
know any of the clan rivalries.
All right, fair enough.
So, legitimately, the only
Continue on.
person here that would know besides Gronk is Maisie. And so Maisie can decide if they want to know.
Maisie and Jensen, since he's also from Lockhart.
You mean Holdfast?
Right. What did I
He's
say?
from Lockhart. Are you trying to imply he's related to Ercy?
I'm related to Ursi.
Well,
No,
technically,
you're not.
Lockhart is from a female Lockhart.
Hold fast. Hold fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My brain is kind of scrambled at the moment.
yeah, okay. Yeah, the Blackbriars are one of the 50 minor clans. They're important because they have continuously come up in various points for discussion of becoming one of the 12, and they've also been the discussion of adding in more votes, and the Blackbriars have always been generally favorable for it. This is in part because they have a bunch of minor houses that would fill those slots, giving them effectively 5 to 10 more votes depending on the year because of cousins, houses, etc. So, which is one of the reasons why people don't want to give them that power, because suddenly flooding them with a bunch of votes in the lesser house would be really powerful, especially if they made it into one of the great houses positions. They're also very important because the Blackberries are the ones that produce Black Brew.
What is the Black
What?
Brew?
Black Brew, which is something is being brought out to all of you, is effectively dwarven coffee. It's brewed from special mushrooms that have been druid crafted to produce caffeine. They're then stewed and steeped after being dried to make, well, basically a slightly alcoholic coffee.
Don't really like.
Yeah.
It was here that Ginsent finally spoke. I don't really much appreciate the politics of the clans, but Black Brew is pretty good stuff.
It's alright if you like that sort of thing. I prefer a stiff drink myself.
Alright, so how about we get to the point? So what
Right.
is it?
The simple point is this. How do I put it? McNamara. Oh, yeah, well, for those of you in common, that would be McNamara. McNamara. Yeah, his clan is building a gambling hall, a very grand casino.
Ooh.
Now, this is good for them, but it's pressing a bit on our business, especially considering how massive they're making it with the connected inns, walkways. They're even including enchanted carriages to bring guests around the city on tours. All very pish posh, good for them and their business, but not so good for mine at the moment, especially because I won't be able to update and fix our own casino in the town that it's in for a few years, which will cost us dearly and could lower our standing, potentially knock us out of the rights for the grand house that's open for the next few years. Therefore, I need some employees to not do something too tasteless. I just need you to make it non-profitable for the first few months. Because
In other words, you want us to sabotage their casino so yours can thrive.
just a little bit. Just enough to keep them in the red. Too long so I can make the upgrades to mine or buy out theirs.
Hmm.
Oh,
Sounds fun.
Yes.
Now, this is not necessarily most ethical opportunities, but it's perfectly with the Holdfast statute. They have to all build this casino in my territory. Now, of course, we get to the thing. After this event, I'm giving you lot free reign. What you do, how you handle it, and what you accomplish will be your own objectives. Do you just want to burn the place down? I will accept. And you will be paid for the job of rendering them in the red. The less profitable you make it, in some ways, the better. But that also means that if I need to buy the land and it's, not operational, then it will be less valuable for me.
So the most optimistic solution would be to do something that makes it so unprofitable that you can buy them out at cheap
Exactly.
without damaging their
The infrastructure.
Exactly.
Like-
It's a matter of balancing the odds. You cross that line, I would pay extra. If you go a bit too far, that's okay. If you go a little bit too light and they start getting to the black a bit too early, well, I just can't pay you then because I'm going to be in a heated challenge with them.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes. And of course, nothing too brutal. We don't want to be killing any Flynn's family, unless, of course, they assault you. In other words, avoid murder. It will work, but I'd prefer not to have to handle the court fees for that.
Not to mention the ghosts.
Ghosts.
Or the stigmatized property. which would actually work in your favor.
Cleansing ghost is always obnoxious. So, that's why I brought you out here. This bathhouse is the perfect place to give you this information where people won't overhear it. I will be leaving. You all will provided a full complimentary service, and then you will handle the job. And at which point, once it is complete, I will pay you.
What's the pay look like?
Uh, my boy, my boy. Pay comes once the task is complete.
Plus, if we do this right, even if he does pay us, we're gonna have more than enough.
The girls has a very good point. After all.
I do have a request for before we.
Where before you at?
My request is that we would need a place to stay at to be able to have as a place of meeting of sorts.
I cannot
Since this is going to be a several month job.
I cannot provide you that, my boy.
It's
Simple
either
as
that or you pay us some of the pay now and give us the rest later.
Ah,
No.
I don't
That
trust
is
that.
not good for business. Trust me.
yes. More importantly, I think I've already provided you a place to stay. After all, you are all renting rooms here.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, Gertrude, a woman walks in and hands you all large, ornate electrum keys with little rubies at the end of them. The keys to your room while you're staying at my establishment for the next 3 months. Consider it your deadline, and of course, this has all been covered already.
Yep.
All right.
And then, of course, payment at the end. Now then, I leave you be. And he walks out.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, this
this
is
gonna
going to
be
be
fun.
interesting. Never did a job on a team before.
It's new for
Right?
TFO.
I've been on a couple jobs with a couple people.
Never did a job against a casino before. That's a first.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to try the springs.
Hmm. That actually sounds pretty good. But first things first, introductions. I don't know any of your mugs.
Alright. I am Adlan Pekin.
Hmm.
Mm,
I'm cleric, and
To be fair, I probably won't remember most of you in an hour.
go back to drinking.
well, if you don't remember me, then I probably won't remember you either.
Oh, no, let's not be too hasty.
Yeah, I one thought I had was like,
We do have some business to discuss.
yeah,
Either way, the name's Elsie Lockhart. Nice to meet you all.
well, sure.
Just call me Jen.
My character lightly bows out of respect to y'all and says, "My name is Damon Flame. It's a pleasure to be with y'all on this job."
Look, Elsie does a curtsy. Same.
Jensen gives a curt nod of the head.
Right, if I'm going to be around you lot, I'm going to need a drink, she says, opening up her flask and taking a couple sips.
Yep.
No wonder you lost all that money. No wonder you lost all that money last time.
Don't start. It's a recreational thing.
Of
Yeah,
course, of course.
As long as it doesn't interfere with the job.
Of course.
Right. Well, combat situations and job skills. I'm good at being sneaky and checking things out. You?
I can keep allies from dying and pretty dangerous against the undead. Need be, I can give people a small bit of luck.
Oh, I've got this one skill. It's erasing memories. My own. Typically after a trip to the tavern.
You sure it isn't after a boot to the head when you took too many drinks?
Nah, lad. That'd be the other guys.
Good point considering your size.
So you have to make this happen to others, or
Okay.
should happen
A quick question out of character. How tall is Macy exactly? Whatever her name is. Ugh.
She's 5'9", 183 pounds. But
Okay.
when she shifts, she gets much bigger.
Yeah. So right now she is 5'9". Yeah. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Well, considering all that, we need to discuss a strategy to play into everyone's strengths.
I mean, I can grant some people a bit of luck, but that'd be kind of it.
Aye?
So unless the idea is just
Oh,
high rollers.
That look would be pretty handy for if we're gonna gamble the casino out of business.
That would be one way of getting him out. Curse someone
as
with immense luck and then win all of their money. That would be hilarious.
Alright,
Like I
I'm warning
said,
you.
we do this right, and even if no matter how much he pays us, we'd come out with a lot more with a lot more.
I would like to preface, so it's just an increase. It's just you'll be a little bit luckier. That's not a guarantee that you'll win. Because you
Right,
know how,
well,
you know
I'd
how
say
casinos
I'm
work.
pretty lucky.
Yeah, the
It's
casinos
like-
usually cheat so that the house always wins.
Well,
Yep.
it's fair to say that I'm not that great at cards, so I'll be staying away from the tables. Perhaps
I think I can manage. She's now tossing, tossing and catching her some dice.
Right, well, seeing as how you lot have this all together, I'll just go over to the bar.
Hold it, big girl.
Aye, what you want?
You actually gave me an idea. While we're trying to ruin the casino, you try to ruin their bar and restaurant. The best way you know how.
Right, one drunken brawl coming up.
Declarator
question.
cbn.discordapp.com.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Do you suspect that they also might use magic or something to assist with cheating? Because if need be, I could at least get an idea of like what kind of magic is used.
And then we can find the source and disable it.
I know a few girls around town who'd be willing to help. Though they'll only go in one at a time, and I won't be around.
Yeah. And while the rest of you guys are doing that, I'll be sneaking around management and offices to see if they're doing anything shady. Casino
It is a
can't
casino.
operate.
So
Can't
shadier than usual.
operate. Yep. Can't exactly run a business if you're arrested for doing something you shouldn't.
Right. Well, on that note, once we leave here, we should leave separately so that you guys aren't really associated with me. Might make things a little bit more complicated.
So we arrive at different times and leave at different times, something like that.
Okay, we can.
Well-
All right, you can go investigate however you want. I want to. I want to start on the bath.
Heh.
No, no time. Let's go. She just starts shoving Arisi towards the door.
Um. No, 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 no. I have my own ways of handling this.
Nope, you're already associated with me. We're stuck to the hip. Let's go.
What? What?
Damon would actually follow her.
We didn't
Hey,
discuss like
why
when
are
we're
you
gonna enter.
tagging me?
We've got to case the establishment and also go to the bar. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, see, Damon is following because he wants to scope up the place as soon as possible.
Yep.
Jensen just shrugs, shakes his head, and follows them out, but making his way across the rooftops to do so.
I'll start heading my way towards the casino.
Seems like y'all have a good plan going on then, eh? Okay. Okay.
Just one of.
Oh no.
You can case the joint. Okay, so who's the three going to case joint? Aircy, Jensen, and
Maisie.
yes.
Damon.
Damon, you're also going to case the joint?
Yeah, I said I was going to the casino as well.
Okay. So it's a decent walk away because not near the hot springs that are all owned by the McBrayers. But the very first thing you see going down these well-maintained stone streets is automated wagons, lightning wagons. They got the little lightning runes on them that mean they don't need horses. They're fancy and expensive, but they can keep just going all day to transport people around the city. And it seems they probably are doing some test runs of those wagons for the casino to make sure that they're fully operational working. The casino itself is a fairly massive structure. It's at least 3 stories tall, and that's from what you can see from the windows. It seems like that's the besides of course the ground floor, but there could be more. It could also have some underground floors as well. So you're looking at a very massive structure, all done in stone. It's been heavily designed, large windows and more. This is a very elaborate place as you're just approaching. Uh, Not only, of course, is this, it's got some very well ornamented guards out front. This is going to be difficult to get in, it seems. They're not heavily armed, but they're definitely armed well. They're in very nice chainmail with bucklers strapped to their sides and heavy war axes currently at their belts. There's a tall, probably half dwarven man helping people off their horses, escorting horses over to the stables at the side. But most importantly, as you guys are getting in close, you can see a very large outcropping hanging out across the building that then connects to a bridge at the third floor or second floor. It's hard to tell. That connects it to a building across the street, a tavern/inn. That itself is a very large building, good 3 stories tall. It seems McNamara's family has decided to connect one of their previous establishments, this inn/tavern, to the casino at large to help them, expand their notoriety. The place glitters, and who's going up first?
I don't know. Should
Well,
we
well, Macy,
roll
since
for it?
you're the one who wanted to come so eagerly, you go first.
Nope. Maisie's still pushing Arisi towards the casino, so technically Arisi's going first.
Aww.
Damon's actually not going to go in yet.
Jensen's gonna hang back and look around to see what can be done.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing as well. More specifically, I'm going to be looking at those carts.
Huh. Great minds think alike. I am too.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Ways to sabotage it with magic.
Okay.
Like, sabotage the runes on them, which I'd assume would require an arcane roll.
To figure out how you would sabotage it, yes, that would require an arcane roll, Arcana.
I, however, am going to check the card itself, see if it's actually faulty in any way.
They are driving around. They are not stopping, Jensen. They don't have any passengers on, so it's just a test run. So it doesn't need to stop. So you approach a cart as it starts rolling away from you, or rather, continues to roll away from you.
Well, I'm stuck. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
You could try and chase the cart down if you wanted.
That would be stupid.
I mean, I didn't say it was a good plan. I just said it was an option.
I didn't roll well.
I may be an idiot, but I'm not stupid. I know chasing that cart would just be a waste of time.
Oh, come on, have a heart. Have a heart. Didn't you say we shouldn't go in at the same time so we wouldn't be associated with you?
No, I was talking to the others. You, sadly, are already associated with me. Remember the bar?
Huh?
Remember the bar? The cards? The fight? Right, well, I only remember some of it. However, I do remember I told them you are my friend. So, for better or worse, while we're here, you're with me.
Are you sure that was me? Because I'm pretty sure that wasn't me.
Actually, no, I'm not sure. But I'm saying yes. So come on, we're hitting the bar.
Ah,
How are you when you're drunk? Are you a good fighter?
I can hold my own, yeah,
Great.
but I'm not drinking.
We'll see about that.
Well, those two seem to be having fun. Just out of character.
Looking at the casino, how many people seem to be entering at a time? Like,
Right.
is it like
So,
large groups entering?
we are
or-
going up to the bar.
So first, I have to answer your casino question. How many people are going up to the casino at a time?
Yeah, like is it individuals, large groups?
So at the moment it's like go Ercy and Maurice are going as a pair, or Mace, or
Well, yes, obviously you two are going as a pair. But to answer the question about is it large groups or is it individuals? First up, it is definitely, since they're probably testing all their systems right now. It's not actually it's not large groups. It's very decidedly individuals, all people are probably staff. They're probably basically doing an initial test run. This probably he probably informed you a few days before they actually opened the casino at large, which thankfully gives you guys some time to plan things out.
All right.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Yeah.
so not
It's
quite
almost
open
like
to the
your
public yet.
employer wanted you. Your
Scope it
employer
out.
wants you to succeed. Yeah, exactly. Also wants you to succeed too, and that's important because if you fail, then what's he going to do?
They'll probably try and off us.
Have us murdered.
It's the Las Vegas way.
That's you're not in Las Vegas.
It's the mobster's way.
You're not a
All right.
monster.
All right. Oh boy.
So I'm just gonna like walk around the casino, like get an idea of like what's around the block around it.
Yeah. Okay. You're in the business district, so it's a lot of businesses mostly. Most of them aren't, casinos. There's a lot of inns and taverns, because this is a major trading pub.
Makes sense. And suddenly an attack dog comes running after her.
Excuse me.
Okay, so like inns, taverns, restaurants, stuff of that nature.
Exactly. There's also, of course, several homes and a few other things. Some restaurant shops. It's all very
Like high
good
end.
order. Yeah, also in very good order. There's a lot of effort probably taken to keep this area in good condition to help it look the part. They definitely care about appearances.
If there's like a shop that has like a door open for like people to come in, take a look and at least maybe ask a few questions. Actually, no, I just realized this is a terrible idea, but this is metagaming. I need to commit to it. Must commit to the terrible questioning idea.
Why is it a terrible idea to go questioning?
Actually, I have no idea if it'll be bad or not. Well,
What?
let's see what happens. Attic, do I see a shop that has like a door open, like one of those, like some shops will have doors open, just completely open to indicate they're open.
Yeah, there's some shops like that.
Alrighty. Go into one of the nearest shops.
Okay, what you looking for at this nearby shop?
Out of curiosity, looking at the shop, what kind of shop is it?
What type of shop is it? That's a good question. As you're looking at this shop, trying to figure out what it is, your best bet, based on its desires you come in, it's some sort of pastry with lots of sweets, etc.
A bakery?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of curiosity, like how busy does it look?
Not super busy at the moment, but it's definitely got some customers running around doing their own thing.
Okay.
They're not super busy at the moment. It seems to be a very quiet day.
Okay, so it's not like the lunch rush.
Yeah, you guys are definitely considering it's Hold Fest, lunch rush is actually probably about 2. So yeah, it's definitely too late into the day, or too early in the day for lunch rush.
Okay. Looking over, I guess I'll look and see what like maybe something relatively cheap is, something that's under a few silver. Maybe like a pastry and a drink. Because odds are they aren't just going to answer questions by a non-paying customer.
Who knows? Maybe they will. Dun dun dun. They just are actually a organ smuggling ring. They just want to cut you up and eat you.
Okay, so I
Oh
guess
God.
like, is there something that's worth like, say, like a pastry and a drink that's worth only, yeah, like 5 silver or something? Or is that too low for this place?
Oh, there's
Goody
definitely
two
some
have
things
it.
there that are worth that much. Thankfully.
Could you repeat?
Yeah, there are definitely things here that are only worth 5 silver.
Okay, good.
Thankfully. There are things in this place that are only worth 5 silver. So you'll be fine. You
Okay.
broke ass freaking
Yep. Hey,
Hey,
That's
5
right.
silver is quite a bit of money.
that it is.
Not in Holdfast.
Hell, anywhere else it would be.
I mean, 5 silver could last a poor man about over 2 months with food.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's what you assume. That's what you. I mean, technically, you're right. It's just.
yeah, it's only
game.
gonna last a day because you're gonna lose it all in the casino that night.
Exactly. He's a smart businessman, don't you know? He's investing in the casino.
Okay, but like as I'm going up to pay like the 5 silver for like my pastry and a drink, I'm just gonna ask a couple quick questions. It's like the person there.
Okay.
Hi there. So,
Oh, howdy ho. How are you?
pretty good. You new in this area or along with the casino?
Oh, no, gee, darling, what you?
So you're actually not affiliated with the casino.
Nah, darling, sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just asking because
You're a tourist then, darling?
yeah, usually places like casinos like this, they'll always have like a really nice high-end places like this that are associated with them in some manner. I figured that.
Oh, that's fine, darling. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with asking a few questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, how things been?
Oh, it's been mighty fine right now. It's been a lovely last few weeks with all the workers coming in to help build up that casino. We've had a lot of customers. It's dying down a bit, but this is a major trade port. We're bringing in a lot of gold and other things, so it will pick up in a few weeks. It's just a bit slow because of, you know, people.
It's not open yet.
Well, yes, exactly, dear.
Yeah.
Combine those two things, and it slows everything down a bit.
Yeah. By chance, any of the workers that came in, they didn't happen to mention maybe which tables you'd have some really good odds with, did they?
I really don't know, darling. Sorry, I can't help you there.
Worth a shot. Thank you though. Thank you. And I put like 2 silver into like the tip jar or something if they have that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You pay your ring.
All right, so workers come in here, potentially often enough. So if we get somebody who could listen in. Okay, so I'm not saying this out loud. I'm mentally thinking this. So
That would be smart. No, I just started screaming out loud. Hey guys, this is the plan.
okay, so the workers come here. So if we could get somebody who could maybe listen in during the lunch rush, maybe we could maybe get some idea, maybe some loose tables. Okay, something to work with. And she takes like a bite into whatever the pastry is she has, like a scone or muffin or whatever it is.
It is a very delightful dwarven honey biscuit, i.e., a scone.
Okay.
Yes, they call it a honey biscuit.
Alright, so she'll enjoy her scone and drink.
Yep. As you're walking around, do you also hear note that people are really praising the place that you guys are going to investigate for its roof rabbit?
What's a roof rabbit? Actually, that's a good question. Oh fuck, that's probably an intelligence roll for me to figure out what a roof rabbit is.
Yep. I mean, that's basically what it translated in from Dwarven. So none of you are dwarves. So yeah, you're like, oh, roof rabbit. What is a roof rabbit? You're all just sitting there like, what the fuck's a roof rabbit? What's a roof rabbit?
I think I'm still outside.
I could definitely ask out of my compatriots asking them what a roof rabbit is if a 17 is not enough to tell me what a roof rabbit is.
Hello.
17. Roof rabbit is dwarven for cat.
There's a cat on the roof?
Dwarves eat cats.
Oh. Fuck you.
Dwarves eat cats.
Dwarves eat cats.
Enlin's eye twitches a bit.
It's called roof rabbit. It's a dwarven delicacy.
I will make sure never to have that. And moving on.
Yeah, that's basically that's just it. You've learned something very valuable today.
Yep.
And exceedingly disgusting at the same time.
I mean, not really disgusting. It's odd, but it's
Okay.
Odd on the fact that it's different from what you guys are used to on a cultural level.
Yep. So as I leave, I'll take note of to where exactly this shop is, where the bakery is, and
Okay.
maybe continue just walking around the block. And if it sounds like workers talking about stuff, you just want me to roll a perception. We'll just see what happens.
Yeah, maybe you can roll perception to see what happens. Well, the others are trying. Well, Marcy's trying to sneak in. Well, two of you are trying to sneak into the place. That's going to be fun. We're sneaking in, guys.
Look, obviously you have to do it the way that Agent
I
47
think
does.
Marcy's doing the exact opposite of sneaking in.
Look, what you need to do is do what Agent 47 does. Find a worker, clock them in the head, take their clothing, wear it, and somehow you'll perfectly blend in.
Yeah, that's a plan. That's how people work. They won't recognize you if you put on someone else's clothing.
I mean, it depends on how many people work here.
Not enough that would work.
Yep, pretty much.
I mean, probably there is enough once there's a bunch of guests coming in and out. But at the moment, is that a viable option? No. It would be a funny option, but it's not a viable option.
It's a funny later option.
Okay. So I think you spent enough time with me. Let's see what everyone else is doing. You'll just...
And Macy, Macy, I have some good news. The doors will let you in because you're a well-class soldier, but they're going to look at Aircy and be like, they're just kind of looking at her. The look that says what?
I'm not here of my own free will.
This here's my drinking buddy. We go way
I
back.
don't even drink.
As you can see, she's quite high strung and she needs to let loose. You see what I'm saying?
I don't
Oi.
need to let loose. I was
Oi.
going to, but you stopped me from doing it.
Are you
And I thought-
kidnapping a woman?
Do I look like the sort to do such a thing?
Nako guy
Yes, he
said,
does!
What did I miss?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Alright. I'll give you that.
Like, not just a little bit, like a lot. Like,
Dark
it's
Demon said nothing
disconcerting how
really.
much you look like you'd be the type of woman to kidnap somebody. Like, it's actually making us concerned for her safety.
just looks at me. You're seeing this like looks back at the guards. It's like You know?
So can I go now?
Yeah, you can go. We weren't gonna hold you for anything, ma'am.
Thank you. You're gonna try to run now.
Ercy just runs for it. At that point, it's like, and the guards are now more confused.
Honestly,
Guards
lads,
are very confused.
I thought, it's really hard finding a good drinking buddy. What about you, gents? Yep, for
No.
a drink. Ah, thought I'd try. Bar open.
The customers that are paying, yes.
She reaches into her shirt, takes out a small bag with 10 gold in it. It's like, I've got money.
Yeah, yes, we can see that. Now then, we have a few questions before we can just hand this over to you.
All right.
For many logical reasons, we have to ask this. We don't want you to try anything, of course. You understand? So we need to do a check down, pat down, and once that's done, then you'll be free to go.
A pat down.
Yes, pat down.
But,
If
but
you're
like
not holding any
weapons?
daggers on you. Yes, exactly.
I've got one, but it's from my army days. Took it off of the trophy. The first victory we got.
Yeah. We recognize it as an army. Well, we can see what we can do, but we still need to do a check. Do you understand? For safety reasons.
I get you. Here, she just hands over her short swords. Like, I got that. Other than that, I think I'm good.
Hey, no, to be clear, just to note, we don't really, if you're going to drink and you're going to get into fights and whatnot, we suggest personally going to the other store, across the street, rather than going into the casino.
I get you. I just want to try the selection before you open. What not much point in getting into a fight before open. It's like, right.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, come on in. It's gonna be 1 star. You'll get as many drinks as you want while you're in for 1 star.
Right. 1 star. What's that?
That's Holdfast's currency. Speaking of which, this is a good time to bring that up. Holdfast doesn't use a gold coin system. It uses its own system of various rings and a few coins. The most valuable which is the star. Don't worry. They do have. It's called a round. It's worth 5 silver. You paid a round to the person. The star is the least valuable of the high tier coins. There's the star, the band, and the dawn. The star is worth 2 gold. The band is worth 1 platinum, and the dawn is worth 5 platinum.
Well, fuck it. She's got 10 gold. She's gonna hand over 2. Then get a star.
Yep, you hand over a star. Yeah. Okay, and speaking of which, so that's what you're doing. Meanwhile, Dark, you're trying to learn about the. So here's the big thing, Dark. This is going to be the big question I have for you. Are you trying to be subtle about looking at these carriages when you're near the casino, or are you going to wait till you get far enough away from the casino? This is important because it's a matter of when are you going to do the investigation? Like, are you going to just immediately start looking it over right in front of them, or are you going to?
I'm going to casually walk away from the casino, not directly close to one, but a little distance away, and then subtly check it out after I'm a good distance away from the casino.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Yeah, that's important. For obvious reasons. It's important to know where you're going. So, with that in mind, that helps me a lot. So speaking of which, that's going to take you some time. It's going to take you about an hour or so because you need to follow the carts, make sure they're not doing any repeat. You have to basically watch their trails. But after a good hour of doing that, you're finally able to get in close to some of the carts to really look them over. Slab of bacon. Oh my god, I have never seen this before, ever. And looking them over, so they use lightning runes. So any energy, electricity that is generated from anything, storms, etc., is channeled to it. The wheels have runes that channel their rotational energy into the generator on the back. Thus, it keeps itself fueled. It's not full on perpetual motion, as noted. It's about 80% efficiency, which means that whatever the diameter of the wheel, it means that it goes that much 80%. Blah, blah, blah. It's math. At which point, yeah. Then they have to just sit and recharge for a while. Which means they can go pretty long distance. About a mile for every hour left charging. And it's cooked up by seasoned pitmaster Ed Mitchell. And I don't know what somebody's listening to, but it's something about a pitmaster. It's pretty. It's a standard one of these carriages. You've seen them before in parts of Arcadia. They're very cool. They're actually very interesting, and they work very efficiently at their jobs. They're not the best quality, but they're definitely of a really high quality, probably to help impress the guests.
Yep, and they've got a top speed of 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, about. They're not as fast as the horse-drawn one is the big thing, which is their downside.
But they're almost as fast as a Ford Model T.
I mean, is that really a problem?
At any point, do they open up so I open the carriage at any point that I could be able to see the inside from a distance at all?
Yeah. They definitely are opening it. They at one point one of them stops. A person steps out since they have a guard to make sure that the carriages don't get accosted by somebody. And they're very posh inside. High quality leather, all sorts of other things. It's an incredibly opulent inside.
Is there like any place in there that something could potentially hide? Or is that no?
There's probably a place to store their luggage, so more than likely there is. You just don't know where it would be in that system. Probably the benches underneath them open up, or they load it on the back like a normal carriage.
I kind of want to send my pet in there.
She yawns and gives you a look like, do I have to?
It will help us in the long run, so yes, I'll definitely give you some treat tonight.
She nips her nose and then we'll get on one of the carriages when there's nobody looking, which will take a bit.
She does have stealth, and also it is able. She has blind sight, and she can fly.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I just.
Yeah, I mean, that's what she's able to do it. It's just a matter of she's still a draconic creature, so she can be like, I don't want to do this. This is work.
Yeah, I know. I just. Okay.
Yeah, she's giving
Anyway,
she's giving a hard time because
yeah, I
she's a
know.
dragon.
But whenever she does get in, I'm going to use our senses to link up so I can see through her eyes and communicate with her as well. So I can be able to see the inside of where the carriage charges and everything, so I can be able to potentially find a way to damage the generator or turn it off, etc.
Okay, to turn it off.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Make me an Arcana roll for that. Because now you can get a better sight and get a closer look at it.
Okay. $11. I'm rolling bad.
Oh, don't worry. Roll20 hates everybody except the DM.
That's not true. It doesn't hate me.
Yes, you're right. It only hates you when you're rolling for a player.
I don't understand. So you're saying that the players deserve to have a chance of success. I don't understand this concept. The players are meant to fail constantly. It's to make them grow as people.
It's the dark
And
souls
die.
of RPGs.
Roll20. Why you do this? Because I hate you.
This is because I hate you. You understand, of course, yes? It is to make you have, they call it the character growth.
So,
Yes, yeah, what's your roll?
11.
Okay. It's going to take a bit of time and finagling, but what do you want to do?
I want to be able to make it so that it either malfunctions in a dangerous way, not a killing way, but a dangerous way, like a frightening way, such as like sparks or suddenly the wheels break or something along those lines.
So you're trying to turn into a galloping jalopy?
So you're trying to supercharge it so it expends more energy than it normally does.
Yes, an enormous amount of extra energy.
Okay, that's going to definitely be difficult, but it's possible.
And also, I'm going to probably have to do another roll because I'd like to be able to see where they actually charge up inside the building.
They just charge by sitting around. They absorb ambient energy.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Sorry.
So how would I go about doing that?
It's a matter of you're going to have to fiddle with some of the runes and stuff. It takes some time, but you can basically finagle the system to overclock them. It's going to long and short take so too long for you to be able to do right now. You need to.
All right, continue.
You would need to basically steal it away.
Would I be able to? Can I copy the rune and be able to figure out a way to do it more efficiently and faster? Like, be able to do what I want to do in a faster manner. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand what you're saying. You want a better way to handle it. Okay.
Yes, but I would like to, I'd probably have to copy the rune and experiment on it myself.
Yeah, you can do that. It'll take some time, but you can do that.
All right, that's what I'm going to do, is copy the rune down, and then I'll have Echo come back to me and go inside, and I guess I can be finished there for now, so you can get to the next person.
Yep. So we have Aircy. Where are you running to?
Um. Well, she's
Rissy.
running back.
Like the little bitch she is.
And what is our resident edgy half elf doing?
I know you're not talking about me.
It's a joke, Nacho. It's a joke. But yeah, what are the two of you each doing? You see, what are you doing? You're running away back to the hot spring to go enjoy the hot tubs.
Mhm.
Okay, you get to enjoy hot tubs. It's really, really nice. Hot springs are nice. And Edge Elf. I'm sorry. What are you doing?
He's actually climbing onto rooftops and looking at the casino, looking for any alternate entrances and exits.
The tavern that it's connected to is an alternate entrance and exit.
Huh. That's it.
There's probably a back entrance and an entrance into the stables. But outside of that, you would be unsure.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, outside of that, there's like, you can guess, but you can't be certain of anything.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah, that's the downside. You can, it's gonna take you a while, but yeah, you can look around and be like, okay, stables over here, that other tavern, the front entrance, probably another side entrance so the guests don't have to see the servants enter.
Hmm. Let's see if I can sneak onto the premises.
Okay, you're gonna try and sneak out of the premises. This will be the interesting thing, and that's how Nacho dies. Found out is like
Fuck.
Ward Boss Spriggs said YouTube.com.
let's see, what did you roll?
7.
Jensen, how are you going to try and sneak in? That's the question.
I imagine Jensen's doing a Kronk right now. They're humming their own theme tune. What?
He's not that. Come on, Jensen's not that. Please stop.
Jensen, okay, so again, which entrance are you trying to sneak in? Or are you going to go for one of the windows?
He's actually trying to sneak in through the bar.
Okay, so for the inn across the street. So you get into the inn, then you get up to the second floor where the walkway is connecting the two buildings across the street, and the guard just looks at you and says, "Yeah, you're not dressed for inside. Go back." As you're trying to sneak, no, sir. I see. Pushes you back, sir. We can see you.
Fuck.
Replies with, "No, you can't."
I'm invisible. You can't see me.
I'm not gonna try and...
Look, your invisibility powers require you to take off all your clothes and hope that no one is looking at you.
I mean, that's why people don't look at him.
What, nobody watched
He
Mystery Man?
takes off all his clothes, and nobody wants to see that. I ain't got time for that. You can't be serious. Why is there a naked half elf on our ship? Why is it just a naked half elf?
Please ignore it,
Okay.
Captain. It'll make all sense if you just ignore it.
I might have given them a bit to drink.
You all done now?
Yes, we are all done now.
I still have mine, like my other things I want to do.
What's your other thing you want to do?
Well, after I go inside the casino, I was gonna have me and Echo look around for anything, like how everything runs properly, any ways to potentially be able to sabotage it,
Okay.
and sabotage in a way where it wouldn't stop functioning, but it would change the outcome of the winning so that the chances of winning are extremely higher, so the place would lose money.
So you're going to go look at how they're gambling, basically.
Yes.
Okay, that'll take a bit of time. They're going to want to check you over first.
I have a couple daggers, a crossbow, and a dragon.
Yeah, I know. They pat the pseudo dragon like, oh, it's cute.
She would either.
enjoys the pets.
Oh, I was like, she'd probably hiss at them or bite them.
They also give her a star. She holds it and is happy. They have bribed her with money.
Okay.
What? Money is a great motivator for any dragon. Even a pseudo dragon.
She's not a pseudo dragon though.
I mean, I know, but I'm just saying pseudo dragon.
Yeah, true enough.
They literally just gave her a few gold.
She's probably really happy with that, especially since she is a gold dragon.
She is now chewing on this gold.
Alright, so, what do I have to roll? Just perception for the both of us, or?
Yes, perception.
Alright, the first perception roll is going to be mine, and the other two will be hers, okay?
Okay. Now, Irsi, what else are you going to do while you're doing that? And what are you trying to look for?
I'm probably going to go at a couple of tables and try them out, betting small amounts. Hopefully small amounts. Trying to win, potentially, but...
The gambling halls are not open.
Oh, then I would just, as I said, just try to view them over and try to pick up how they work exactly, whether it's magic based or if they have like if it's a mechanical base. You know what I mean?
You are now looking at gambling hall that you can't get into.
Yes.
Thus you have accomplished.
I mean, I would assume that I can't have her sneak in there because probably everyone's watching me and her. Is that about right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I guess I probably won't be able to do anything at all.
Yeah, sadly, yeah. You have now done that.
Okay.
Echo.
As I was going to point out, you guys have the location. It's a matter of what you now. Yeah. So one of you has now got a known face because they tried to break into the place. Another one of you has been able to get in and get drinks at the bar that's actually there. Another one of you is, been able to get in and do that. And the third one of you has been able to get in and just look around at the bars and the restaurants inside the casino. The halls are not open. And yeah, they're just kind of all very nice. But yeah, you're gonna have to wait till it actually opens proper before you guys can do much more. If you want to, again, short-term search, you're gonna need to basically steal it. You're not just gonna be able to do this willy-nilly. It's enchanted. It takes time.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
To overclock the thing, it takes time.
Yeah, that's why I said I brought a copy of one home with me.
Yeah, you
I'm
made
going to
it-
try to
you
remake
made
it
Yeah, okay.
and then try to modify it so that I could efficiently be able to do it there without too much hassle.
That makes sense.
Now you're thinking with portals.
I mean, I guess you want to call them portals. We in the business call them probability spheres.
Okay.
Yeah. So is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Maisie's pretty much just drinking right now.
That's a good choice. Drinking.
Yeah.
She's trying one of everything that she hasn't heard of.
Okay.
Okay, one of everything you haven't heard of.
I hope.
Chances are they've got some imported stuff to make themselves stand out from any of the other gambling places.
Yes, definitely.
Macy's gonna be plastered.
When isn't she plastered?
When she wakes
Good
up in the
point.
morning and needs to get drunk again to make the pain go away.
It's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah. Cycle of the hair of the dog that bit you.
Yoi. The hair of the dog that bit you. Yeah, sure, that's what we call it. The dog hair that bit you.
Yes, dog. Totally not a bear.
Macy, you should stop biting people, really. It's the thing we've learned here. Like, legitimately stop biting people, Macy. Macy.
Well, you
Macy.
know, if people would stop pissing me off so bad, I wouldn't bite them.
It's not a response, Macy. We've been over this. You can't just bite other people.
Keep it up, and I'll bite you. I swear on me, mum.
Swear on your mum. So if nothing else is happening,
What a bothersome woman.
so if nothing else happened, did I hear anything as I was doing a walk around the block, like from the workers?
What do you want to? What are you listening for?
Well-
What are you trying to find?
Like,
You'll hear things. It's what are you trying to listen for?
like any workers who are bragging about, like, maybe, oh, this table, we made it so it's unwinnable. Like, not out in the open where anyone could hear, but, like, maybe as I pass by an alley, I overhear, like, maybe a tail end of a conversation of, oh, this table is unwinnable. Or maybe this table of, okay.
But who are you talking to?
I'm trying to listen in on things as I walk by. So, like, if let's go walk by an alley, do I hear it maybe at the tail end of a conversation of, oh, this table is unbeatable, or this is the table people will win just to keep them coming back, or something like that. From workers,
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything like that.
Yeah, sadly, my walk around the block wasn't exactly as fruitful as I hoped.
Yeah, the thing is, gambling already has good odds of the house already winning, except blackjack.
I'd go with craps, but with blackjack, it's a guarantee you're gonna lose. If you have a 20, it's almost a certainty that the dealer's gonna have a 21. Trust me, I know that from personal experience. Many times. All right.
Okay, sure, Kiri.
All right. So,
Kiri's being a crazy paranoid guy again.
all right. So walk around the block. It's just generic workers talking about stuff, pretty much.
generic work. Yeah, and Macy, a person will help you avoid getting too drunk because they, pick you up like, yeah, you've had enough now, friend. You've had enough, friend.
I've not had enough
You've had
until I'm unconscious. Now take me back into.
Well, he did say that she's had enough when she's unconscious.
Should I roll my constitution to see how long I can go for? Who knows? Maybe she doesn't even make it past the third drink.
Hey, maybe projectile vomit on someone.
God, don't projectile vomit on the NPCs. That's just rude.
Wait, why is my strength checked?
Monks get a strength save and a dex save, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Why do I have proficiency in this? I don't want to be proficient in strength.
I mean, hey, I have a con save, so I could probably drink a lot.
Oh, whoops.
Call that,
Oh my.
call that alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, she gets a 7 on her constitution save. So, I guess she doesn't make it very far into her drinks.
I say good night, sir.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You all watch, rather. So, Ersi, you eventually will find Macy and drag her back, drunkenly, slovenly, to the other place.
Damon is basically he's going to go to his room to do his experiments.
Yeah, and you can experiment. That'll be it'll be a very odd experiment because you're literally trying to figure out how this how to reapply this rune, and then make it go crazy. But you were able to start tinkering with that, which will take you a bit. I kind of want to, but that's okay. Anyways, yeah, it's a lot of tinkering, this and that, for all of you. But you guys get some work done.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what else I could probably do until it opens, like until the gambling hall opens. So that's probably what I'm gonna just be working on until then.
Out of character, are we like all back together?
Yeah, you guys can. Yeah, you guys can inform each other what you've learned.
Okay.
Mainly the fact that they seem to be relying more on people being bad gamblers.
Okay.
That's the thing that the people that learned it that you've learned is that they're not, or at least they're not openly talking about any malicious deeds they have planned yet. Almost like they don't want to be out in the open about that.
All right. Make way.
And then somebody drags in a 5'9" woman that's drunk.
What happened to her?
I'm assuming she got drunk.
Yep.
How many?
By my guess, about
4.
somewhere between 5 to 10.
You're covering for her. So you are a good friend.
Yeah, she could drink quite a bit. Okay. So, what did everybody learn? And what I learned is that there are some workers that do.
So, how conscious is Maisie?
I'd assume none with a 7.
If it wasn't for some noble lady who brought Macy to me, I probably would not have known
some noble lady dragged Macy to me and said to do something with this drunken bear I found.
Oh, is she in bear form?
No, I mean also, yeah, your bear form technically is just that you grow bigger and then you get the teeth and stuff. I mean, you don't full on wear bear out because you're just a shifter.
Yeah, just turn into a bipedal bear thingy.
Should we get a unicycle as well? Oh wait, no, that's Russian
I
bears.
guess
not
like the
Scottish bears.
image that's on her picture.
But yeah, she is drunk.
What do you mean like your picture?
The character picture. It's got her and then her shifter form.
No, you would look less like that. You'd probably turn that size if you wanted to, and you'd get slightly the muzzle, and you get the claws, but you wouldn't get the fur. You wouldn't go full bear. That's a lycanthrope. You're a shifter. You you get all the awesome immunities to other people infecting you with lycanthropy without the full-on awesome bear form or dog form. But you make up for it by having this awesome ability to be able to go, hey, watch this party trick, and then you grow a foot taller.
Okay.
It's a very good party trick too. People really like it, as far as you can tell, or maybe they're just being polite.
Or just in fear of being eaten.
That too.
Listen to the people give me applause. It's not applause, they're screaming. What? You're drunk.
No, if you can. Okay, I'm just gonna leave her on one of these couches, and I'm gonna go get a bath now because I think her breath got me all smelly
Oh, it wasn't her breath.
or drool or whatever.
Yeah,
Breath,
it's
sweat, drool. It's all basically alcohol.
You smell like a brewery.
yeah,
And I don't like it. She's just gonna toss Macy onto one of the couches in the lobby.
yeah. So you guys know the basic setup. They have guards at the front. They have guards at basically the entrances to make sure people don't, break in. And you also know that they're not openly talking about any malfeasance in action yet, or they're just avoiding making sure they don't inform any enemies yet.
I also let the group know about my findings about the runes and the carriages and how they run.
I'll also inform them of my discovery of that there is quite a few workers that go to the nearby cafe I went to for lunch. So during the lunch rush, maybe I could overhear some things. Does anyone else find anything?
That's a useful one. You found something useful.
I wasn't really gonna do anything today because, well, the casino wasn't gonna be open, obviously.
I mean, I found something. The runes.
You could at
Well,
least locate the
technically,
restrooms.
once Maisie's awake, she found something. Or several somethings.
Yeah, but right now she is just out cold.
Maisie's just lying in a drunken stupor.
Yep, and when she wakes up, she can give everyone the valuable information on all the imported alcohol she discovered, because that's useful information to have.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. It makes this place expensive,
Mm-hmm.
which means that they're really willing to put down for this place.
Yep,
Which means there's probably a lot of money in here.
yep. But also importantly, that if they're forking out a lot of money for imported shipments, it would really hurt them if those shipments were to go missing.
Listen, all I'm saying is I want us to steal the booze.
Are you sure she just doesn't want to steal it to have a bath to bathe in it?
Listen, all I'm saying is I want to steal the booze.
I will steal it all.
Okay, I
Forget
think
you.
after
Forget
an
your
hour.
carriage disruptions. Forget your casino.
So,
Look at the booze.
so how long will Maisie be out?
How long will Maisie be out before she...
Hey, should we put her hand into
Should I
a
roll
cup of hot water?
Constitution?
Well, be my guest. She kind of forced me out, so I don't really care.
So who's up for doing that and saying that Ersi did it?
I will hurt you.
And yeah, and then you ran away. Maisie will remember that.
You're
Yeah,
now in
she
a
will.
telltale game. Well, we could always do the old-fashioned method of a bucket of water over the head.
17. Do I pull through my intoxication?
Do you pull through your... Is that
Go from
really...
unconsciousness to consciousness. Still drunk, but just conscious.
I've done that. It's a very weird feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel about the same, really. Just...
Feel about the same. Just groggy.
Just pops up off the couch. Tax exemptions. Hey,
Oh,
where
hey!
am I?
Oh, hey, you're awake.
She just kind of looks at you. You can tell she's still drunk. Hey, you. I know you.
No.
Come here. She pulls you over.
Into a bear hug.
Just
Not
looks
too
you
close.
dead in the face. I feel like I know you.
You're like the sister I never had. You have a twin sister. She
I
has
can tell you for a fact
sister.
that I'm not your sister. I'm for Rivermate. So I don't think we're related in any sense of the word.
Friend, I knew you'd be back. She pulls you into a hug. Matt and Dad thought you'd be crazy going off on your own. But I knew you'd be back.
Okay.
Hug.
Who do you
Listen.
think I am?
Sis, don't tell me you forgot.
What?
Clearly not your sister.
I'm not your sister. I'm not as big as you.
You're also different races.
Also human.
I'm a human.
Listen. I've got to tell you. They've got this casino is set up, right? Oh, they got so much booze. You got to come with
noticed.
me.
What?
Any good?
Come on. We're going back. I think my pass is still good.
Like, Ersi at this point just pushes you back on the couch. Nope. You're drunk. Go to sleep. I'm going into the springs.
Drunk.
I think my pass is still good.
I'm fine. Don't dote on me. Come on. We're going out drinking. Catch up on
Nope.
old times.
Nope. You're staying here.
Don't be like that.
Ersi is still strong.
Would you like a black brew?
I'm a captain now. I'm sorry I didn't write to you. Kind of a tough situation. But listen.
I don't even know what your sister looks like.
Well, they're twins.
You're
They're
practically looking into a mirror. Come on.
They literally are twins, so it would be like looking into a mirror.
Oh. I'll keep that in mind.
The best part is she also has 4 other siblings that aren't twins to her. So, that's the best part is you could still technically lie and pretend to be one of her siblings as long as you knew that fact. But
She only just now knows. Like, okay, sister, we're going into the springs because you need to rinse that head. Now Ursi is pushing Maisie.
oh no! Now things are getting. Now this is where it gets kinky.
What is Ursi's strength rating?
16.
Don't be ridiculous. We can bathe after we go drinking.
Nope.
Say, come on.
No.
Were the brews at least tasty?
Maisie starts trying to drag her to the door.
I mean, Macy doesn't know. She's kind of drunk. Defining tasty is very hard for a highly alcoholic person.
JB
Was it drinkable?
said, I just got home to
hi,
twirl
Jib.
I mean, she drank it, but then again, she drinks everything. Again, pointing
who
to
are
the
you-
fact that
Who are you talking to?
I was asking Macy if were the beers good, were they tasty, stuff like that.
Yeah, someone texting you on a separate chat.
Oh, that was
Also, hi, Jib.
Jib.
yeah, should have been during the call.
I just got home.
Yeah, I knew something kept him busy or something had happened.
No, my grandmother did not kidnap me again.
So just not this weekend.
I just was hoping it was your grandmother kidnapping you again.
Well,
Because
certainly
that was-
glad to know that's not the first time this has happened.
What, his grandmother kidnapping him?
Yes.
That literally happened. That's why he missed a few weeks ago, because his grandmother kidnapped him. That was the big thing. It was like he said his grandmother was taking him someplace, and then it's like, nope, she decided she wanted to go to a casino.
Yeah. Yeah, Ursi's still going. No. We're clearing your head.
You know what's great for clearing your head?
Claritin.
More booze.
Well, no. But since you suggested it, let's go.
Nope. No.
Casting
We are
in.
going into the
Go.
spring. You've already had enough to drink for today.
Nonsense. I'm awake. That means there's plenty more drinking time.
You just woke up.
You're right. Which means I've got no time to waste. Let's go.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you worried about? She's just a shifter, has the potential at any point to become a, full-on werebear. What are you worried about? Her suddenly becoming a werebear in the middle of a conversation?
Ursi.
Nope.
She's gonna pick up
Ursi.
Ersi.
Ursi, if it makes you that uncomfortable or concerned, I can...
Ursi's pretty heavy.
Look, Ursi, if it makes you feel better, I could do a quick one-over onto Macy and just
Fine.
see how
She's still
overly
too drunk. She
intoxicated
tries
she
to
is.
pick you up, or she gets dizzy, and then she collapses forwards on top of you.
Now the good news is,
Oh my god!
We both topple to the ground.
they're
Well, safe to say
both
she's
out of
way
the-
too intoxicated.
And then-
Get off!
And then Jensen walks in and sees absolute fuck shittery that is Macy falling on top of a small girl. Do I even need to know what happened here?
She's drunk and she just wants to drink more.
Sounds like the typical drunken bear for you. Here, let me help you get her up.
Could I do a medicine
Great.
question?
I seem to be
Question?
having some trouble walking. Can you help me out to the casino?
Could I do like
No,
a quick...
help me bring her into the
Guys.
spring.
Let everyone else speak.
Oh, fucking damn it!
He tries to pick up Maisie. He ends up losing his footing and falling on top of both Maisie and Ercy.
Fine, I'll help pick Macy. Fine, I'll help pick Macy up.
Well, this is a right bit of a kinky situation we're in.
Don't even
Guys,
start, drunk
Off
girl.
me.
I kind of give up, I guess.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's literally 4 people in a pile as you're trying to help one person who's trying to help another person who's trying to not listen to another person. It is a mess, but you guys will eventually accomplish your goal.
Question mark?
I'm still working on my goal.
Okay. Jensen tries to pick Macy up again, and with a strength save of 19.
It's not a strength save. It would be athletics checks.
Oh,
Strength
Oh,
check,
they were-
not so athletics and not strength.
Yeah, but that just makes it so that Mercy and
Be the same thing.
yeah, most of you would be the same thing or +2, so it wouldn't drastically change things.
Oh, so I should have been rolling athletics instead of strength.
Which would have been a 7 versus her 7 because you both have athletic strength,
Oh.
thus accomplishing the same thing.
fair enough. All right, so let's say that I got a 17. What happened?
I mean, you slowly are dragging everybody up. It's a difficult process. It is a long and tiring process, is what it is.
Ugh. What's a girl gotta eat to get this big?
Lots of alcohol.
I tell you, over a drink. Now, come on.
No, we're going to clear your head in the spring by dumping you in there.
Look, RC, would it make you feel better if I could do like a little
A
quick
spring,
one-over
you
of
say?
her and see how long
Oh,
until
what?
she sobers up?
You're what now?
Would
A
it make you
spring,
feel better?
You say?
I like how Spriggs responded as though I think everybody heard you say the spring you said.
He keeps getting interrupted.
By Spriggs, you're bloody loud. Everyone can hear.
Alright, would it make you, RC, would it make you feel better if I would give Macy a one-over to see how long until she completely
Right.
sobers up?
So,
Alright.
alright,
I don't think I can tell.
alright. You win. We'll go to the spring.
Thank you.
Think
Right after a drink,
No!
she pulls out her flask. And she takes a drink.
Why am I picturing you also flipping off the middle finger?
Oh,
And this is how the brawl happens.
uh,
Not with a good reason, but with a drunkard's bet.
Yep, she
Hey,
takes a drink. And
hey
it was-
Macy. Hey Macy,
yeah.
I heard that that spring water actually increases the effect of your alcohol. You want to give that a try instead of fighting everyone over it?
Alright, what do I roll to challenge the deception?
Insight? Or is
Insight
this
with
like one of those
advantage.
things where you really can't do it
Insight
against
with
player
Also,
characters?
also, no, it definitely would. That's the other thing. That's an actual thing with how hot springs work because they heat your body so much.
So
So
he's
you're
not-
trying to deceive her with the truth.
Actually
persuasion.
wrong.
How insidious.
That's the best part is he doesn't realize it's the truth. Which is why you're rolling a disadvantage because he's actually saying the truth, and you're from this region, so you may know.
9.
Oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like that makes perfect sense.
It just claps Jen on the back. It's like, you know what? You're right. I'd completely forgotten about that.
Okay, so we can finally go into the springs.
Yeah,
Not,
we'll go.
not
Hey.
together, mind you. I think the last thing you girls need is a guy right there looking at you naked.
True.
I've served. She counts on her hands how many years she served in the army.
I know you served in the army. I
Hey.
already fucking know.
Great. So then you'll know it's not my first rodeo. It's nothing special. Come on.
So
If you'll
you
excuse
made
me,
me
I'm gonna
fight
put my
not
stuff
for
away and then I'll join.
No time to waste. Let's get into the springs.
Hey!
So they have a few options for springs. So first up, they have the mineral spring. They have they have two other general hot springs. There's a men and ladies, and there's also the private baths for people. There are various private baths, and there's also the black brew bath. So you could just get into a hot spring that they filled with dried mushrooms. Thus, you can get coffee into all your body, into all your
Question.
pores. Yes.
Does they mention the price for these things?
Well, could be worse. It could be a chocolate bath.
The price for all of this luxury. Well, you guys have rooms here, so you can get to the general baths.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Although the
All right.
black brew bath will cost you per person 1 dawn, or 10 platinum, effectively.
Oh, can't afford it.
General bats it is.
Yep. So the half elf gets to be by himself. Congratulations, half elf. You now have a bath all to yourself to relax in.
All by yourself.
Who?
JDSMV said don't want
Or-
to be. JDSMV said
I-
oh. JDSMV said bye. JDSMV said my. JDSMV said see you.
Really, Jib?
Thank you, Jib. I love you.
That's pretty gay.
The most gay.
Okay, moving on!
But hey, on the plus side, you're not dead. Da da da.
Okay, who's going into a bath by themselves? I couldn't quite hear that part.
The one male in the party.
Yep.
Well, the one male at the moment, because
Hey.
isn't here.
I'm a male.
Wait,
Yeah, sorry, the two males. So the two males. So the two half elves are in. So
No, this half elf hasn't even went into the bath. He's upstairs researching.
I don't know. The other male looks questionable. We'll just put him down for other.
Hey, here you go. The other bath.
Oh
is
yeah, there
open.
was another guy. I forgot.
I'm so forgettable. This is sad.
No,
You're forgettable.
no, you're like a blood elf. You're often mistaken for a woman.
Oh.
Even though his portrait is clearly a guy.
Yes.
What? That's clearly a
I'm
woman.
sorry, I forgot about you.
Yeah, the portrait has
Yeah.
boobs.
Diplo's right. That's clearly a woman. They just have a strong chin.
Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, who hasn't seen a woman with a chin that could chisel glass?
Right.
I mean, don't we all want that in our woman? A chin that could chisel glass.
no.
Then I think you're looking for the wrong women.
Okay, seriously, Diplo, what does your internet history look like?
Normal.
Deep web normal.
I didn't say it didn't look odd to some other people.
Yeah, I'm gonna disregard the normal comment and just move on.
Right. Get on with it.
Who is she talking to?
I just like the idea of the joke of the strong chin. It's just a good joke. Just remember, strong chins aren't necessarily a bad quality.
Right. So, gents, assuming Damon didn't go into the spring, Jensen is alone.
Yep, Jensen, it's nice. There's a dwarf in there, and he's just kind of staring at you.
Question, is the dwarf a tripod?
It depends on how long he stays there. Damon might come by later that night.
Congratulations, you have somebody to talk to now. You're now not alone. Do you not want a friend?
Hello. What brings you out here?
Well, the fact that I was carried here by a behemoth of a woman.
Sounds like my ex.
Jensen tries everything he can not to laugh.
It is a good day to die. What? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I am worrying about it. Who just randomly says that in the middle of a conversation?
Aye. She was a half giant.
Half giant, huh?
That's just friggin' hilarious. A freaking dwarf with a half giant.
What can I say? I like 'em big.
That's what she said.
It's making me
Obviously, in this scenario, she liked them small.
Jensen literally said, that's what she said.
How about you, lad? Got yourself a nice half-giant lass.
Well, that's a little difficult. I'm, alone. For now.
Oh.
I'm alone. All by myself.
I already have that much trouble with Jim. Please don't start.
Oh, I'm so lonely. I've got nobody next to me.
I hear you, lad. I hear you. Welcome to the club.
Didn't you just say you had a wife?
He
No,
had
lad.
a wife. He did say he had a wife. Let's be
Yeah.
fair here.
He said it was his ex. Was a half giant.
Oh, wait. X.
Yeah.
Yeah, his ex.
He's assumed that by your comment you got dragged here by your ex.
No. FYI, the behemoth of a woman who dragged me here, not my ex. She's just a co-worker who happens to drink twice as much as a dwarf.
That sounds like a keeper.
For you, maybe. She also happens to be a veteran soldier who promptly retired. I don't know. I try not to pay attention to the noble types.
Oh, that's interesting, lad. That's interesting indeed.
Hmm.
Not many of them.
You want a noble? He wants a noble?
Uh.
He wants a holdfast noble. Hello there. That's just a woman. Or sorry, that's just a man in drag. Don't talk about it.
I'll tell you, lad. There's not a whole lot of people around here that match that description.
There never is.
Large, outdrinks a dwarf. Extensive military history, you say?
Yep.
Wait. Oh, lad! You fell in with her, have you?
I mean, bad.
Her who?
Wait, hold on. He just counts on his fingers.
While he does that, Jensen just... Excuse me.
Sneaks out of there.
No, actually, he just goes into the... Well, actually, he strips out of his clothes first, then goes into the spring.
So basically, it seems like everybody, all
Aye.
except maybe pretty much.
Well, I
everybody's got
tell
this
you,
one.
what you've said is pretty uncommon in this area. But there's actually quite a few people around here. Could you describe her?
Long braided hair, dark skin. Smells like a brewery half of the day.
Alright, you're gonna have to be a bit more specific.
You literally just named probably half of the race there.
Everyone in Oldfest. Alcoholism isn't a character quirk here. It's a way of living. I'm just gonna let this go for a while. Meanwhile, on the other path, it's normal.
Well, I remember she wears white fur all over her body.
Sure that isn't her fur?
He doesn't know. He didn't check.
Despite the fact that they introduced themselves earlier today.
He didn't. He's not paying attention is the problem.
And
Calls herself Macy or something.
I don't, lad. I think you're drunk. Lad, I think you're drunk, lad.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Are you taking over for the dwarf now?
No, I just like the idea the dwarf's like, clearly you're drunk. This is not a real person. It's all a delusion brought up to help you cope with the fact that your sister is dead. What? What? What are you talking about? Your sister's dead, lad. Don't you remember?
Maisie. Oh, Maisie's here. Oh, she dragged you here?
Yeah, after I had to help drag her back up from falling face first into another girl. Jensen.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like Maisie. She didn't rough you up, did she? Tends to happen every time she goes out drinking. Her family's gone through some troubles.
Michael, ¿qué nos vas a guardar esa ropa?
Nunca.
Ay, cabezón este. Adele, guárdala.
Oh my god. The language of I don't know. Spanish. Spanish. It's clearly Spanish.
It's Spanish, yes.
Oh my god, I knew it. I'm a genius. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be ending it here. Yeah, so research is gonna get you some details so you can set up something like this. But basically, what you guys can figure out what your actual plan is. I'm not gonna give you a plan. It's up to you guys to make a plan.
Oh, okay. So we're going to skip the bath thing and actually continue on with things. We've had our fun.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying in general that like I expect you guys to figure out your own plan.
Then
Damon
let's
has his
schedule
plan so far.
Yeah, yeah. You probably want to tell the rest of the group what your plan is.
Oh, right.
Good.
My plan is that we're going to knock over their imported liquor and take it for ourselves.
So one of your plans is involving stealing a lot of booze.
My plan is sabotaging all of their carts so that it completely terrifies and causes a lot of distress for the customers, potentially ruining their.
Ercy's gonna.
My plan involves just gathering a bit more information from the workers who speak at the cafe.
Ercy's plan involves getting her friends to help her clean out the house by,
Being high rollers.
yep.
Yep, I'll help with that, with guidance.
While I have Jacques Merde.
Jacquemin! It is I, Jacquemin! Scrupulous.
So the ladies don't get their hot spring time.
No, you get your hot spring time. It's lovely.
Yay.
It's lovely. It has scented bath waters. They care very deeply about making sure that their customers, enjoy their time.
Yep, and while they're sitting in the bath water, Maisie's got her flask open. She's currently drinking, enjoying the heightened effects the alcohol is having in the spring.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, Jensen literally has nothing. He does not have a plan. He was not able to get information.
Well, you've got a dwarf.
It's true. You didn't get any information, but that happens sometimes. What did you messed up on your infiltration check? It turns out that they were on to you. They were on to you. That's it. I mean, not everything can go perfect. I don't see why you're.
I mean, you could be a distraction.
Or the
because
getaway
they know
guy.
your face. No, they know your face, so you could be a distraction.
Distraction for what?